All right, let's do the solutions to the quiz. While I'm doing the solutions, I'm not really teaching. So if you want to go back, if you don't understand something and go a little bit more slowly, please go back to the video itself, because I'm going to be going fairly quickly here to just wrap this stuff up. So I'm going to find the intercept of the function 6 times x minus 6 times y equals 18 by replacing the x with 0. So that it becomes 6 times 0 instead of 6 times x. And of course, when I do that, the entire term just drops away because it's 0. And now I can just use some algebra to solve for y. The opposite of times -6 is divide by -6. Cancel my opposites. 18 over 6 is 3, and there's a negative here. So the solution is 0, -3 for the first coordinate. That happens when x is 0, y is -3. Y is -3, y is -3, y is -3. There's really only one of these functions that could possibly be correct, and it is this one. Before I move on, I might as well go ahead and do the y equals 0, though. If y is equal to 0, I take the function 6 times x minus 6 times y equals 18. I replace the y with 0, and this term goes away. 6 times x equals 18, I divide by 6. Cancel my opposites. X is by itself, and it's equal to 3. Okay? So the second of the two coordinates is x is 3, 3, 0. All right, so that occurs when x is 3 and y is 0, and that's right here. 3, 0. And this was 0, -3, and so it must be this option here. All right, let's move on. I've got a function here, and I want to replace the x with 6. So I've got some functions here. I know they're functions because they use this notation here, which means put the independent variable into the function b. So let's put 6 in, because I want to know what x is time in seconds, so I'm going to put 6 in. The first one is b. The ball at 6 seconds is 8 times 6 minus 15. 8 times 6 is 48 minus 15, and 48 minus 15 is 33 meters. So the ball was 33 meters. And then let's do the feather. So that's 3 times 6 plus 14, which is 18 plus 14, which is 32 meters. So the feather was at 32 meters. And the ball was at 33, so which one is higher after 6 seconds? Let's see, this was 33 up, this one's 32 up, so it must be the ball winning out by a nose. All right, and in that problem, I just was replacing the x with a number and figuring out which one was bigger. Okay, and now I've got which one of the ordered pairs is a solution to the function x plus y. So I'm going to take the first number, x. Let's do an ordered pair here. In the ordered pair x comma y, in the ordered pair x comma y, I take the first number in the ordered pair, that is the 1, and I add it to the second number, x plus y, and when I do that, I'm trying to get 3. Okay, so in the function x plus y equals 3, I'm just going to start evaluating these one at a time. For 1 comma 1, that would be 1 plus 1. For 2 comma 1, it would be 2 plus 1. For 3 comma 1, it would be 4 plus -1. 2 comma 2 would be 2 plus 2, and 2 comma -1 would be 2 plus -1. Now let's go through and figure out which one of these is equal to 3. 1 plus 1 is not equal to 3. Bad. Well, 2 plus 1 is good, because 2 plus 1 is 3, so that's going to be a good option. 4 plus -1, these are opposites and they cancel. 4 plus -1 is also 3, so that's a possibility. 2 plus 2 is 4, that's bad. And 2 plus -1 is 1, that's bad. So my two good possibilities were here, because 2 plus 1, x plus y, 2 plus 1 is 3, and 4 and -1, yes, because 4 and -1, x plus y, is also -3. So these are my two possibilities, so I would check here and here, because it does say select all that apply. So that means there's more than one correct answer. Okay, next one. Which one of these ordered pairs is a solution to the function x plus y equals 3 and this other function 2 times x plus y equals 6? Well, most of these I've already eliminated on account of they don't solve the first equation, this one here. Let's see, this and this are all already out of the mix. So I only need to figure out, is 2 comma 1 a solution to the second? I know it's the solution of the first one, but is the solution of the second one? 2 times x plus y equals 6. Or is it 4 and negative 1? All right, let's try it to start with. Let's try it with 2 comma 1. So I'm going to replace the x with 2. So that becomes 2 times, I replace the x with 2, and I replace the y with the number 1. Okay, so let's see what that is. Is it equal to 6? 2 times 2 is 4, plus 1 is not 6. All right, so we're in trouble because this one did not work. So if this other one doesn't work, then we're not going to have a solution. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and erase. And instead of 2 comma 1, the first one, I'm going to be trying 4 comma negative 1. And I'm going to start, I'm just going to write the function down again and replace the x and the y with what I know it's equal to. Let me get a bigger eraser here. Okay, so I want 4 for x and negative 1 for y. That's what I'm going to try now. Into the function. 2 times x plus y should be equal to 6. And I'm going to take the x. X is right here. It's 4. So I'm going to take x. I'm going to replace it with the number 4. And I take the y and I replace it with the number negative 1. Okay, so 2 times 4 is 8. And minus 1 is 7, not 6. Oh no! So there is none of these that is a solution to both of these functions. So none of these options was a correct solution, and if you picked one, then you got fooled. All right, and let's move on to the next one here. It says, all right, and we got the last one. If you put 5 into this function, of course it's put 5 into this function here, and it's 3 times 5 minus 4, which is 11. But the other question is the one that I'm really after here. If you put x equals 5 into the function, is it possible for the correct answer to be either f of 5 equals 12 or f of 5 equals 19? And the answer is no, because a function must have one output for each input. And then I can expand on that. If f of 5 equals 12 or 19, it would have how many inputs? Well, it would have one input, 5, and it would have two outputs. Okay, so this is not possible. A function has to have exactly one output for each input. If you put 5 in, there's just one answer. There's one correct answer. If you put 5 for x here, there's only one possibility. If f of 5 could be either 12 or 19, that would be two outputs, and that's not possible. That is not a function. All right, and that brings us to the end of Evaluate's quiz, and we're on to section 4, which is algebra.